Hey guys, Joe Cakes back with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Adidas UltraBoost 2021 edition, or the UltraBoost 21. Let's take a look at the box here. It's a pretty traditional box with a non-traditional opening up at the top. Let's see a picture of the shoes here. This is the Core Black, Silver Metallic, and Solar Yellow colorway. So let's open this interesting box up. Let's get started. Alright, so here they are, unboxed and laced up. You can easily slip your feet in and out of these, so you can just leave them laced up unless you really have to yank them tight for actually running, which, who does that? Do want to go over a little bit of the history of the UltraBoost. They were originally produced in 2015 in their original form. It looks very similar to this, but this looks like a sleeker, more modern version with some extra boost, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Very similar with this cage here. The way the patterns woven here, and even the heel counter has a very similar shape. These ones definitely have a bigger butt. It's kind of huge, but on foot it doesn't look quite as ridiculous as it does in hand. A little bit about Boost. It was originally created by a partnership between BASF and Adidas. It takes these little TPU kind of beads here, you can still see the shape of them, and presses them together, and it creates a responsive yet comfortable ride for either actually running or for casual use. They are these ones are much more performance oriented from what I hear than the last few generations, and definitely more performance oriented than the first ones, which I do have and will show you later on some of the similarities and differences. But this one has that stiff torsion plate, which we'll get into, and a bit of a firmer ride. So we'll start at the outsole of the shoe. Here we have 4 different colors of rubber. We've got this clear milky white, that's a great way to describe it. The solar yellow. We've got the black right here where it says Continental. I did try these on, sorry. There, and then we've got this solid gray there as well. You can see the boost through there, where all the little cutouts are, and you can also see this torsion plate, which is known as the Adidas LEP, or Linear Energy Push Plate, which gives some pretty crazy toe off. Like, it's actually kind of hard to push it down like that, and it really snaps back into shape to give you that really springy feel on foot. It doesn't add any real stiffness to like when you step down on it because it's bottom loaded, but it definitely does give you a bit of a push off, but nothing that's going to make it uncomfortable to wear casually. The midsole contains 20% more boost than the 2019 and 2020 generations of UltraBoost. That's a lie. It contains 6% more boost material than the 2019 and 2020 versions, and those had 20% more than the original few models of UltraBoost. So when you see these side by side with the originals, it's pretty clear just how much more boost they've added. And not only have they added volume, but they also have made it firmer and more responsive, but not in an uncomfortable way at all. They're still super plush and springy. They just don't let your feet sink quite as much into them. So moving along to the upper, this is Primeknit Plus. It is a woven material that's supposed to provide extra support and really form around your foot. If we move this one out of the way and take a look at this other shoe, we'll see the inside here. definitely has a nice shape to it, nice low toe box, but it doesn't squeeze your feet like in an uncomfortable way because it is so stretchy, the upper. And also, another cool thing about these is this upper is made of Primeknit Plus and Prime Blue, made with Parley Ocean plastic. 50% of this upper is made with Prime Blue, which is partly made using recycled ocean plastic, so plastic that they pulled out of the ocean, bottles, and that kind of plastic bags, that kind of stuff, and then recycle into really usable materials like this upper here. I believe maybe some of this is as well, and it's really cool that they are able to do that, and also awesome that they're getting that stuff out of our oceans. Along the upper we have the Primeknit Plus logo. It's really hard to see on this black colorway, but it does say Primeknit Plus right along there. Standard flat black laces. Nothing too special there. You've got a reflective Adidas right there on the tongue, kind of like a little pull tab. Keep it from stretching too much when you slip it on your foot. The insole, as you saw, says Prime Blue, made with Parley Ocean plastic. There's nothing too special about it. It is this solar yellow colorway. The bottom looks like this. It's got a ton of these little yellow squares. Yellow. They're not yellow. What am I talking about? They are squares, however. It is made out of an EVA kind of molded. Quite plush, very lightweight, pretty thin as well. If we take a look inside of the shoe from there, you can see this nice kind of separation material between the insole and the boost, which creates a little bit of support there and keeps everything in place in the heel. You've got plenty of cushioning, and you've also got, let me see if I can bend this down here, these little heel Achilles notches, which really help lock your foot in when you tie it tight, if you tie it tight, or even when you don't really, it kind of locks your heel in place so it's not slipping all about, which is convenient whether you tie your laces or not. Alright guys, that was them on feet. A couple observations I made putting them on and taking them back off. Without socks, they're really comfortable. The only thing I'd be worried about is there's a little bit of a rough edge right around here. Maybe if you wore it for long enough and you're not used to it, you may get a little bit of chafing around there. I did note a small imperfection on my pair here, right there. There's just a little bit of a mis-stitch or something. It doesn't look like it's going to affect the wearability or durability at all, but it is there, and I wanted to note that. You can easily squeeze these on and off by opening this up like so, and not having to untie them. I will say that they do feel firmer than my original UltraBoosts from 2015. I put one on one foot and one on the other. You can actually see that pair right here. and it's got more of a firm, responsive feel than these are kind of just more mushy. You can see this similar shape in the heel here. It's obviously much taller and rounder here, but the way that this comes up is significantly different than it was in the past couple years. These I have had since 2015 and they've held up pretty well. This is before they even went to Continental rubber on the bottom. You can see the little bit of the torsion plate system in there. But it's significantly different in that this bends really easy and doesn't give that push off. Both shoes extremely comfortable. I feel like the new ones are more performance oriented, where the old ones were definitely, you could run in them, but they had less support and they kind of just mushed around under your feet, where these more responsive. They've packed quite a bit more boost together, and it is a slightly denser midsole there. You'll also see a similarity, sorry to bring them back again, but you'll see a similarity with this cage here on the originals and the cage here on this new one. And I've seen people, I guess they call it hype beast lacing, where they put them back and forth and they use these as lace loops on both sides as well. Maybe I'll try that, maybe I won't. Definitely gonna wear the heck out of these though. I got a kind of a neutral colorway, so they go with a lot of different things, but they still have a little pop of color. Alright, well thanks for watching guys, really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment, share if you're feeling real generous. I appreciate anything, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Chill Kicks out.
Oh.